What do you do in it? Number one, you don't sleep. It's a night that you do not sleep. And la ilaha illallah, shaitan comes to you. And this is the night you're dead tired. So you make sure you rest in the day. Make sure you take a nap in the day. You know what I am saying? I mean, you take all the precautions. Don't eat too much at iftar. Even if you want to take a little bit of a nap after Maghrib, which I don't recommend, but if you're definitely dead tired. But you make sure you are up all that night. And you will alternate in your ibadah between reading the Quran, between dua, between standing in salah, between doing good work. If you are not in a state of i'tikaf, do good work. All the good works we did, generous, smile, help people, forgive people, feed people, with the intention, because it is Laylatul Qadr. How many of you do i'tikaf? Do they allow you to do i'tikaf in the masjid here? Okay, how many of you do i'tikaf? 0, perfect. How many of you, they don't do i'tikaf because the family issues, meaning the husband does not allow? Only 2. And the others? My choice. طيب. I highly recommend, that's why I said if the husband allow, because that's their right. If your husband allow and you can arrange for your children everything, I highly recommend you do at least the odd nights. At least the odd nights. Now, having said that, which is really painful, but I have to say it, i'tikaf in the masjid is not sleepover. You don't go to i'tikaf and you're taking your phone and you're sitting next to your friend and you're knowing all her life story, all her daughters, where they live, how many children they have. No, this is not i'tikaf. This is social gathering. Please don't do it. Don't go to the masjid even, because you are ruining it on the others. I'tikaf, you know how he did it, alayhi salatu wasalam? Do you know how he did? He was in the Masjid al-Nabawi, and he's a Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. Who's going to even try to engage in a talk with the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam in the last 10 days? In spite of that, he actually bana khiba. He built they build, not to build, but actually they bring like a piece of cloth or a sheet, and they do it like a small tent, and he goes inside it alone. That's i'tikaf. He didn't take his cell phone, let alone he took all his food or coffee or drink. So it's an amazing act of ibadah. I can't tell you how beautiful it is, but you have to do it properly. If you're not allowed, or whatever the reason, you cannot go to the masjid, you can do it in your home. And you look at it as khalwa. The whole idea of i'tikaf is to be alone with Allah. You cut all the distractions we all complain about. See the feeling. The feeling when you're alone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what happens to this heart, how clean it will be. And that's actually the ibadah of the last 10 days of Ramadan. Because he alayhi salatu wasalam did it all the time. Except the last year, he did it 20 days actually. The last Ramadan, he fasted before he passed away, alayhi salatu wasalam, he did 20 days. So 10 days is the sunnah. 10 days is the widest one. 20 is even better, but it will be tough for a woman to do 20 and she has family. But 10 days, you can do 10 days. Then I'll do every other day. Or at least, there's many ways of you doing it. When you go for Taraweeh, there is a room, some says you can do i'tikaf, limited, few hours of i'tikaf. When you go to the masjid, you're going for Taraweeh and you go, that part, look at it as i'tikaf, meaning no cell phone, no talking with people at all. And people will know when you are coming here alone, and help each other. Everyone knows everyone. It's a small town. You can see them afterward. You see them in Eid. I'm sure there's an Eid party, and everybody will see everyone. Then know the life story, know everything about them, but not in the last 10 days. You know what I am saying? It's an opportunity, because again and again, I don't know if I'm living to the next year. I don't know even if I'm going to live for the next 2 weeks, but at least I made the intention. I made the resolve to do that. One thing which is also amazing, and it's amazing, the night of 27, the masjid is packed. There's no place to park a car. Night of 28, Ramadan done, khalas, bye. Night of 29, nobody. People are in the markets buying for Eid. And I always say, people, did Allah send you like a message, said, 27 is the night? Tell me. So I know. No. And this is, nobody knows when it is. تحروها في look for it in the odd nights of the last 10 nights. So 21, 23rd, 25th, 27, 29. Now another thing which you see it very frequently, how often we start Ramadan and then later at the end of Ramadan or in Shawwal they say, you know what, Ramadan should have started that day. And the odd become even, and they even become odd. And I missed it. That's why it's look for it in the last 10 days. And the last 10 days, look at it as it is every night is as valuable as the other night. And give it its due right. Absolutely. So, but usually it is, most probably it's in the odd nights, and there is a signs about it, but Allah knows, you will know the sign afterward, you don't know the sign before.